is going to have 4 motors, so 1 at each wheel, right? And it's going to have in the back here supercapacitors. When I first heard that, I was like, is that the thing from Back to the Future? The flux capacitor? No. Supercapacitor is something that can actually generate 100 times more power than a battery in a electric vehicle today, right? So they're thinking of putting them kind of in the back there. And what they wanted to achieve is an electric vehicle that could do speeds of 300 kilometers an hour for a length of time, like few laps around a circuit. In order to get that badge on the front of this car, as an electric vehicle, it needs to be worthy of that badge. Should we talk about the design? I think we should just get to it, right? Let's bring in Mitja. Mitja, you're up. You're up.
How are you?
Stop hanging around drinking champagne.
Yes.
We need you.
I was just there having a coffee. Yeah?
You got to perform now.
Yeah? Okay.
Ready? Okay, where should we start? Right, design-wise.
First of all, I would start with the location.
The location. It's beautiful. St. Agatha, right? Am I saying that right? St. Agatha?
St. Agatha Bolognese.
Bolognese.
Yeah. In the Germans always say St. Agatha Bolognese, but the Italians say Sant'Agata Bolognese.
But
it's
that's
more,
the same.
Yes. No. Sant'Agata. Sant'Agata.
Sant'Agata. Okay, so what do you say?
Sant'Agata.
Sant'Agata.
Sant'Agata. More related to the end of the.
Sant'Agata.
Yes.
This is going really well. I feel like this is going really well. Sant'Agata.
More with the
and you've
music.
got to say with the hand too, right?
Sant'Agata.
All right, great. We've got the name of the town down. I'm getting a round of applause. Awesome.
First of all, we wanted to completely question the architecture of a super sports car, especially Lamborghini. The idea is that it is potentially electrical.
Yes.
And it needed to be different. We wanted to create a car that was in collaboration with the MIT University in Boston.
Yeah.
So we wanted to have something that looks a bit younger.
Okay.
And also in terms of design language, different.
Yes.
Because it was also the first concept car when I joined Lamborghini that we did together.
Oh, this is your first concept.
You can say
okay.
the first baby at the
that's
time.
so cool.
And that was always a dream.
This being potentially an electric vehicle,
Yes.
right? It looks as though you could still have a naturally aspirated, V12 in the back because you've got all of this room at the back. Is there a reason why?
Let's say because we wanted to keep the Gandini line.
Okay.
I'm calling this single center line the Marcello Gandini line. We received this line from the Countach.
Okay.
Lamborghini for me, in terms of DNA, is always related to the strong angle of the side windows.
Okay.
You can see that on the Urus, you can see that on the Huracan, you can see that on the Sian.
Okay.
That is our our architecture.
Right. So the thing is that with electric vehicles, you can pretty much design them however you want to now because you're not building a car around an engine.
Exactly.
You can place the batteries kind of wherever you want to. You can build a completely different looking car. But this looks like a Lamborghini. It still looks like it could have a naturally aspirated engine.
For us car designers, we are living the best moment because the technology is on the move.
Yeah.
So with this kind of ideas, we can completely rethink architecture.
Yes.
Electrification is really giving us opportunities because you can shift some volumes.
Yeah.
For example, when you sit here and you
look at these guys.
through, you can see that there is not a classical muffler. So all the main cabin is designed like an LMP car.
Yeah.
So it's the inspiration, let's say, on a monocoque where two people can sit together.
Yeah.
Of course, quite cozy.
Yeah.
We are using the space between the front wheel and the main cabin for an air tunnel where we can use the airstream. These wings here are in our fantasy movable.
Cool.
So when you drive fast or when you need the aerodynamical efficiency, we are closing. But for example, in the braking zones, you could open and you can put the wings against the airstream, for example.
Yeah.
Then all this is floating, through this wing here, where we have integrated these kind of winglets, and they are actually also an inspirational source for our Sian.
Yes.
On the Sian, we have moved them to the outside.
Yeah.
Yeah. So these are for me a little bit.
Yeah, and also you've got the tribute to the year 1963 here on the side as well. What is all of this here? Because I don't speak Italian, so
Carico is like the full load. Ala is Italian for wing.
Oh, okay.
Basso means like the lower position. Medio is like the middle position,
okay.
and alto is because this wing would potentially move.
Ah, okay.
Yeah? Also, Carico ala would mean like it's kind of moving against the air stream
I see.
for
Okay.
the downforce.
Fine. Okay, so that's just talking about the wing
Then,
and the different positions.
when you look from here, and this is what my favorite perspective of the car,
Yeah.
you can see that the rear end is basically empty.
Yeah.
So there is not a classical exhaust pipe,
No.
no muffler, and it's really impressive what
Yeah.
you can see. It's really like accelerating like a water drop or like a
So
boat. So you
cool.
can look into the into the suspension and the wheels and the electric engines. So all or half of the car is like a diffuser,
Yeah, right.
even more than the 80s Le Mans cars. They were already having half of the car. Like
It's incredible how electric vehicles are just changing the look of cars completely. You just don't have backs anymore. They're just completely open. Let's talk about the wheels. Look, this whole wheel lights up, doesn't it, Mitja?
Yes, I mean, of course, this is show car,
Yeah.
show car style. So here's plexiglass, and we have these,
So
these
what you're saying
orange-
is you probably wouldn't have plexiglass on a wheel
I think
on a
not.
Land Rover.
I think not. Yeah, I
Okay.
think I think we will not get this introduction.
Yeah.
I guess. Let me
You
say.
guess not, yeah,
I
okay.
can ask the engineers, but I guess no.
It's not going to happen. All right, write that off.
For example, what is interesting is, I mean, we have instead of the classical brakes,
Yeah.
the engine is the brake because you need to recuperate the energy as
Right,
well.
right.
So,
So, like for example, I don't know if you guys have driven a Tesla before, but when you pull your foot off the accelerator, it kind of automatically brakes because it's re-energizing the batteries, right?
exactly. The idea was that it looks like an electrical motor.
Yeah, right. Okay.
Like this looks like the inner parts of an electrical engine. So that is the idea,
Okay.
that we wanted to use for the style.
So cool. We can't ignore the front because actually, I know you love the back, but I'm a
But
big fan of the front.
No, I still like all of the
I mean, it's-
This area here is also one of my favorites. The Y shape, this kind of Y shape.
Yeah.
We want to have, and this will be an element that we are continuing in the future. Yeah. As you have seen on the Sian,
Yes.
and this will be a signature of Lamborghini.
It's beautiful.
It's super cool. Just imagine the car in the tunnel. You see the Y shape, super cool.
Imagine seeing that behind you in the rearview mirror.
Yeah.
Oh, you'd know to move aside immediately. It's coming for you.
And today, we have this discussion. Oh, Lamborghini needs to have the sound. I'm fully convinced we need sound because it's a monster and it has to be, I don't know, it has to have.
Yeah.
And these electrical engines, in my opinion, they are providing a cool sound.
Yeah,
You
they
can
do.
generate.
What are you picturing that sound to be in your head? Can you vocalize that?
For me, it's kind of a.
Ooh,
Yeah?
okay.
No, I mean, like in the pod racers in the Star Wars movie, something like yeah, like yeah?
That would
Something,
be
a cool sound. Has to
awesome.
be a cool sound.
That
for
would be
sure.
so cool. Yeah,
Just
I
imagine
love it.
this look and,
And
this
you
kind
just
of sound.
amplify it.
Exactly. It has. I mean, not artificially.
Yeah,
It
yeah,
has
yeah.
to.
It has to be natural.
Yeah.
Like a naturally aspirated electric car. If you can say that. Well, thank you so much, Mitja. It's been a pleasure to have come to Sant'Agata Bolognese. Yeah, I got it.
It's
I got
about
it.
the sound.
And we'll see you next time, I suppose, in somewhere around the world.
In
with your
a
next
Lamborghini moment.
Lamborghini.
Another Lamborghini.
Another
moment.
Lamborghini moment. Expect the unexpected.